I'm having a contact thing. There's something in my eye. Okay, better. What the hell is that? Okay. Hey, it's your girl Freedom Child 85, Tiffany if you know me, and welcome back to my channel. It's been a while, I know, and I say this every time, but you know me by now, your girl be busy. So, on today, it's Throwback Thursday, yay! I know it's been a while since I've done a Throwback Thursday, but I got a special request from one of my subscribers and one of my Instagram followers. What's up, Bernard? For a Throwback Thursday video. So I said the next time I do a YouTube, it's going to be a Throwback Thursday. So Bernard, this is for you. I hope you like it. So on today's Throwback Thursday, I'm sure you've read the title. I'll just say this. I didn't make the best decisions as a teenager, and I'm glad that I made it through. You know what I'm saying? Damn. Turns out my first boyfriend was a criminal. Well, we were kind of juvenile delinquents a little bit, but he was like a straight up criminal. Like, he is a bank robber. I'm serious. If link below, I'm going to put the link below. He is a certified bank robber. I don't know how this happened, but I digress. Rewind. Let's take it back. So back in high school, well, actually it was technically middle school. 8th grade. I won't say his name. You can read it in the article, but I won't say his name because I'm not going to give him fame. So yes. So when we were in middle school, I really thought he was a little bit of a jerk. I didn't really like him that much. He was kind of obnoxious. But my friends liked him, so we still end up in the same circles. And I don't know what happened. I just don't know what happened. But by the time we went to high school, he was like, okay. And so then we were girlfriend and boyfriend. Believe it or not, I was doing great in school. I was an honor roll student. I was doing great until I met, I'm just gonna call him Eddie. Until I met Eddie, okay? Eddie tried to ruin my freaking life, but thank God I got people who love me who was like, don't do it, girl, don't do it. And also, I had a little bit of sense, so that's good. So let me tell you all about that. So, you know, when you're in high school and you get your first boyfriend, you really think that you've grown out here in these streets, and that was me. And I'm not proud of my behavior, but I'm glad that I learned some things, and I'm glad that I didn't get my life ruined, because it could have turned out way worse. Okay, so when I was in high school and I started dating Eddie, I was doing okay. I had good grades and things like that, and then I don't know, I met this guy and I thought he was so cool, and I don't know, I just started skipping school. You know, we were skipping school and doing things that we probably shouldn't have been doing at the tender age of 16, you know, 15, 16, you know. I'm not gonna lie, I did some things I wasn't proud of, you know, riding around in stolen vehicles. I don't know where these stolen vehicles came from, but they had them, and we used to call them UUVs, okay? And one time, somebody stole the step teacher's keys. I said step teachers, not step teachers. The substitute teacher. One time, somebody got a hold of the substitute teacher's keys. Her name was Miss Gray. She was not nice, but still, we shouldn't have done it. But she was not nice. But they got them keys, and we was riding around. I don't know what it is about kids and cars, but we just had a good time riding around in that car, okay? You know, sometimes they might be, hi Persia. Sometimes they might be like an abandoned apartment, not an abandoned apartment, but you know when you go to like those showcase apartments, when you want to like move in, they're like, oh look, this is a 2-bedroom and it's all furnished with the beds and the living room furniture. We used to be up in there acting like we was grown, all our friends chilling up in there, bringing snacks and things. We wasn't grown, let's just say that, but we thought we were. I got in a lot of trouble with Eddie. Oh, Eddie, I don't know what I was thinking. Stop scratching my couch. Don't. Sorry. Stop. You better run. Anyway, Yeah, I didn't make good decisions, but I had a good time. I was making choices that I could not dream that my teenage child would make, and I just pray that he goes on the right path. I was sneaking this boy into my house at 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning. I was skipping school, going over his house. I mean, we was doing all types of things that we should not have been doing. Let's just put it like that. And his mother hated me. His mother hated me. And she was always so mean to me. And it's just like, calm down, Tawana. Okay, I am actually a really good girl. It's your son who is the spawn of Satan. Let's get that together. But I don't know, for some reason she thought that I was corrupting him, and I wasn't. I was not corrupting him. In fact, he was corrupting me. Okay, Pri, I came from a good house, a good Hopkins household, okay? And my grandmother, she told me stay away from him. She had told me to stay away from him. He don't mean you no good. You know them boys just be after one thing. He don't mean you no good. And you know what? She was right. But when you're a teenager, you don't know anything. I know everything. Oh, so stupid. How could I be so stupid? I thought I was so in love, and I was skipping school, and I was getting in trouble, and my grades was going down, and all this shit. And then what happens? This mama sleeps with my best friend. My best friend. Can you believe that? It doesn't matter if you're 16. Anybody will be like effed up if their best friend slept with their boyfriend. I mean, come on now. And oddly enough, I must have been like a very mature teenager, because I wasn't even mad at him. I was not even mad at him, because you know what I was like? A man gonna be a man. I'm 16 years old thinking I know something. But I'm like, a man gonna be a man. I'm not even mad. I ain't even mad at him. But my best friend, we gonna have to squabble. She's gonna have to get the bops. Listen, she was gonna have to get the bops. And I'll never forget that summer. Cause me and Shanette, shout out to Shanette, we still follow each other on Facebook and Instagram. What the hell is... Lord, the Amazon Prime truck is backing up, and the damn beep, beep, beep is broken. Get that damn truck fixed. Sound like a goose was getting beat or something. Okay. Back to the story. Yes, but my best friend, like, come on. So I will never forget that summer, because we were supposed to go to the pool. Oh, I'm about to name drop in this story. We were supposed to go to the pool, and then I get a call from my friend Donnell, who's one of the girls. And he was like, I gotta tell you something, bitch. And I'm like, what? He's like, I just gotta tell you something. I can't hold this. And I'm like, what's going on? And he was like, I ain't gonna say the names. I'm not gonna slander. So I'm gonna say Shanika. It was like, Shanika been sleeping with Freddie, girl. And I'm like, what? No, you're not. Yes, girl. They've been doing it more than once. I was like, oh, okay, that's a bad. And we was, like I said, before I got the call, we was on our way to the pool. Me and Shanette was going to the pool. I was like, oh, I can make a cute little detour before I go to school. Before I go to the pool for the bops. Because I didn't know how else to handle this situation. So she's going to get the bop, period. So we caught the bus. Let me tell you how dedicated I was to kicking this girl's ass. I caught the bus all the way from like Hyattsville, Maryland to Courage Hill Apartments. Just Google it if you need to. Hyattsville, Maryland and Courage Hill Apartments. But trust me, I caught the buses and the trains to pull up there for the boop. I'm not proud, but I did. So, of course, I show up. She done when I come outside. And I'm like, girl, I know you got to be to work. You got to work at Popeyes at 4 o'clock. Because we're best friends. We know each other's schedule. You understand what I'm saying? You got to be to work at 4 o'clock, baby girl. So you got to come outside. And she didn't want to come outside. And I did some things I wasn't proud of. I banged on that door. I kicked that door. So I just waited. We just waited. And then we met these super cool guys. Like, why y'all trying to beat her up? And I'm like, I'm trying to beat her up because she tried to play me. But other than that, everything's good. And we started rolling dice. And I won like $12. And that was cool. And then we like sat on a balcony. And we like hung out for a while. And then it was like, I don't think Shorty coming out. And it was like, okay. And we never did make it to the pool that day, but we had a good time waiting to beat her up. Well, I was waiting to beat her up, but I made some money rolling dice, and I met some new cool friends. Yes, but I'm sorry. Back to the story. Yes, so Eddie did that, and so that wasn't very cool. And then all types of stuff happened I don't even want to tell you about, but let's just say after that whole situation, I chucked the dudes to him because I was not going to deal with any of that crap. And then I never saw her for like a super duper long time. And then like I ran into her once we were adults, and I was like 21. I just had my son, and I was at the Taco Bell. And that was back when I was like so addicted to Crunchwraps. Oh my God, when Crunchwraps first came out, that was like 2006, 2005, 2006. It was a good year. I don't eat it anymore, but I'm just saying I was addicted to Crunchwrap. I digress. Back to the story. Okay. So I see her in the parking lot, and I'm like, mind you, I hadn't seen her since I tried to beat her up. And I was just like, is that Shaniqua? And at the time, me and Big Marlon was still together, and he was like, I don't know, just say Shaniqua. And I'm like, I'm not gonna say Shaniqua. He was like, what's the worst that could happen? Just say Shaniqua. And I was like, I'm not saying Shaniqua. He was like, Shaniqua. And she turned around, and I was like, wow. So after all these years, I'm like 21. That happened when we were like 16. Like, I'm just going to like make amends. Like, hey, what's up? This and that. I woke up on her in that car, at that car window, and she just looked like so frightened, like, oh, like I was going to try to beat her up again. It was like, no, honey, I am good. I'm actually just coming to make peace with you. Thank you for doing what you did. I'm very happy. I have a son, you know, I have a family. I am good. Thank you. Whatever. But she thought I was trying to beat her up, but I wasn't. So then we talked, and I was just like, God damn, I'm not trying to be shady, but she looked bad. I mean, she looked bad. I mean, she was missing a tooth. She had this real teeny little shirt on. You could tell it was a taller shirt. This was not just a belly shirt. This was a Baby Gap shirt with 2 buttons because their heads are too small for 3. I'm telling you, I was just like, what the fuck happened to you? She was like, yeah, I was in the go-go, and these girls tried to jump me. They had girl gangs in the go-go. I don't know. I think it was like the Most Wanted Honeys or something. The Most Wanted Honeys bust her in the face with a Mystic bottle. And she never got that tooth replaced. I don't know. But long story short, she was down bad. And I was just like, whew, girl. I'm not going to say it was karma. But anyway, me and Eddie, we end up being like friends on Facebook or friends on Instagram, because I never hate anybody. I mean, you can follow me. You can follow me and see the shine if you want to. You know what I'm saying? But we still kind of like still saw what each other was doing, and he was just like still a fool. So it was like, whew, not much has changed. And then next thing you know, a friend of a friend was always like, oh, free Eddie. And it's like, why is he always arrested for something? But this time it was really bad. This man out here robbing banks. Like, are you kidding? Like, do you really think you're gonna get away with some shit like that? Like, you watch too many movies, my brother. But anyway, robbing banks. It's all in the newspaper. This man went on a high-speed chase, freaking drove into the Potomac River and thought he was gonna swim away. You're dumb. I'm sorry. This man really thought he was gonna swim away from the police. And I'm sorry, the laughs that I got out of that. Like, you drove into the river, now you soaking wet in jail. Can you imagine the story that you got to tell when you walking in handcuffs, soaking wet from head to toe? Oh, come on, smelling like the damn Anacostia River. Oh, there's dead body and poop in there. You reap what you sow. Sorry, I don't wish misery on anybody, but come on, that's a funny story. Like, he drove into a river and tried to swim away. Like, no, it doesn't happen that way. But you live and you learn, I suppose. He's still locked up to this day. And if you look at the article below, go ahead and read it. You get some entertainment out of it. You'll be surprised how much money he didn't get. Like, you bad at bank robbing too? Like, you done throw your life away for this little bit of money? You could have got a loan. I would tried the bank first, but that's just me. That's just me. And for the record, Joanna, his mother was so mean to me. I will never forget how mean she was to me. She would yell at me when I would call it, hang up in my face. And she was just so evil to me. And now look what you've done. Look at him. I was not the bad person. I was never the bad person. I was the good girl. I've always been the good girl, you know, but sitting there, commissary, he gonna need commissary. And I think that's the end of my Throwback Thursday. When I was 16, I made bad decisions, and I'm glad that I didn't stick with them. And if you are a parent with a teenager, watch them very closely. That's all I can say, because teenagers be doing some stupid shit. And if you're a teenager, okay, if you're a teenager, listen to your mom, listen to your dad, listen to your grandparents or your aunt. If they say he's not a good guy, believe them. They know what they're talking about. I'm so glad that I listened. Okay. And on that note, that's the end of my Throwback Thursday. That was my first boyfriend, and probably worst mistake. Glad I didn't make it for too long. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for the vibes. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.